Hello everybody, hello friends. It's your good friend the Mad Bastard here down in South Carolina. Just wanted to do another video real quick. So got people jogging and driving by. It's beautiful weather here. It's the end of the summer, but never gets bad in South Carolina. Thought I'd show my face real quick and just talk about my experience down here in South Carolina. There's not a lot of collectors, it seems like. Or there's a lot of collectors, but there's not a big like collector community. Like there's not a lot of sports card shops. I've come across one, and they've got cool inventory, a lot of product, a lot of singles, but they're overpriced. And I don't like to talk bad about anybody or sing someone's business, though I probably should on here. I should take the opportunity to. But there's one here, and if I say it, it's going to give it away. Kind of here in Columbia, and their prices are not great. They're like at eBay prices, and if you run in a card shop, you gotta compete with eBay. And if that's the case, your prices should be lower than eBay, not on par with them, or the same, or you should be cutting people deals. And I didn't even see these guys cutting deals with their regulars. It's run by a couple kids and their mom. Nice kids. You can tell they enjoy sports. They're nice enough. They've got a little bit of business acumen, but also I think they can get away with not giving people discounts because they're kind of the only game in town, which makes sense. Anyways, I like I said in my last video, I picked up 5 cool cards that I thought were nice. I decided to go back a second time, and the reason I went back is because I was going to make a big purchase, and I couldn't remember the price of the card, but I found there is a Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice dual auto relic card from the Ultimate Collection, like early 2000s, and I thought it was like $500 that they had it priced at. And I wasn't sure if the autos were on card or not. And I only found one other one on eBay, and it was numbered out of 5, and they wanted like 1,500. So I thought, okay, this might be a steal. Let me go back and check it out, and if it's $500, I'll, you know, put it on a credit card or something and bring that one back home with me, because that'd be a great one for the Barry Sanders collection. I took another look at it. So I went back into the shop, checked it out, took a look at it. It was numbered out of 5, same card from eBay, or a similar card from eBay. I think theirs was numbered 2 out of 5, and the one on eBay was numbered like 3 out of 5. These guys in the store wanted $1,500 for it, so same price on eBay. And I turn over the back, and there's a big chip out of one of the corners, which is kind of a big red flag. And but the bigger red flag for me was that you look at the description on the back, and it said the jerseys on the front of this are not from any game or season. They were like Jerry and Barry put on a jersey real quick and wore it. Like they didn't actually wear it in college. They just kind of wore it real quick for Upper Deck and took it off, and then they cut up the swatches and put them on cards and stuff. So I fell out of love with that card and didn't buy it. I mean, if it were in better condition, if it were game used, maybe I would have spent $1,500 on it. But that's a big investment for a card that you're not 100% in love with. And yeah, I mean, it looks like the card on eBay has been sitting there for a while. So anyways, I bought some, I went through their dollar bins and stuff, and picked up some other cards. I thought, yeah, I don't want to walk out of here empty-handed. I came all this way. It was kind of 10 miles out of the way. And here in South Carolina, that's like a half an hour, 45 minutes. And like I said, I'm down here trying to take care of my aunt and help her through her recovery. She just had knee replacement surgery, so she was kind enough to let me go and escape and check out something I like in my own hobby. Anyways, I'm going to show you some of the cards that I walked away with here. So as you can see, I've got a small stack of small stack. It's a bigger stack than I had for my first trip. But these are a lot of like $1, $1, $5, $8 cards here. I'm gonna go through them real quick. Representing USC, go Cox. Anyways, here was my big banger that I was kind of proud of finding, and it's South Carolina. So the fun thing about visiting a shop not in your state is that you can find some PC guys or cards from your state, that cards of guys that you really enjoy. And I'm racking up a small collection of Riley Green cards because I just love watching the guy play. This card was $55. I've always liked this insert, this extraterrestrial insert. I couldn't understand why it was $55. It's a rookie card. But then I turned it over, and it's numbered 2 out of 10. The the edges and corners and everything are clean. It's kind of well centered on the back. It's a little off, Anyways, the front looks great. This is called the Black Eclipse, and looking online on eBay, there was another one for like $2,000 that somebody's asking, but I think it's a PSA 10. Anyways, for $55 of one of my guys, Riley Green, a Tiger, rookie card, extraterrestrial talent, an insert that I just think is so cool, so badass, and numbered 2 out of 10. I don't care about the condition. This is a sweet card, you guys. This is freaking awesome. So I was all about it, and I haven't seen another one. So yeah, I'm putting that in my pile. I'm bringing that one home. I was super excited about this. Still excited about that one. Next year, I started going through the boxes, and I found some treasures. At least I thought. There was this card I almost passed up on like 3 or 4 times because I just don't like Brock Lesnar. But this is a perfect Brock Lesnar rookie card. The condition of this is unbelievable, and this is like pretty much all black, so there's usually a lot of chipping on this card, and there just isn't on this one. The corner here is a little bit rough, but who cares? It's a beautiful card, and for $8 all day. And again, like I said, this card shop does not do discounts. You could buy 100 cards and they don't give a shit. They do not give you any kind of discounts, no quarter, nothing. So that's why I was kind of waffling on this card for $8 because it's a wrestler that I just don't care that much for. However, he's kind of an icon in the sport. Brock Lesnar rookie card. I could get this graded, maybe it's a 9 or something, and I could flip it or something. I usually don't think that way, but hey, maybe my friend Andrew Pike back home in Central Michigan will like this card. Maybe I could sell it or trade it to him and whatever, or at least in a couple of years when it's worth a little bit more. Brock Lesnar rookie card. Kind of a cool card. I'm kind of falling in love with it the more I look at it because like the lettering on it is embossed. It's from 2002. Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar. The guy is a legend. I mean, he's an MMA legend. He's a WWE legend. Yeah. I don't understand the pop with him. I mean, he is a beast. He's fast. He's agile. I get it. But yeah, not a guy I'm in love with, but that's an iconic card. We're going to be an iconic card that you just got to pick up. Next, a few years ago at a card show in mid-Michigan, I picked up this card, a game-worn shoe card of Mike Piazza, my guy, for like $10. And I found this one of Pudge, Ivan Rodriguez, another Hall of Famer, game-worn shoe card. These aren't numbered, and they should be. And this one's for $5. Oops. Yeah, let me just throw it all over. And anyways, from what I've seen online, these are like, there's only 400 of these. But game used shoe, too cool. Come on, this is one of my favorite cards. I keep like picking it up and looking at it. It's just so cool. It's got the little like stitch marks there. Great card. Ivan Rodriguez, $5 game used shoe card all day. Throw that in my pile. I am not a huge Manny Ramirez fan, but I don't care. This is the Cleveland Indians, and my guy Andy Watucky picks up and collects anything Cleveland Indians or Atlanta Braves, anything with the like dead names on there. Cleveland Indians. And also this is a refractor. This is a 90s refractor, a late 90s refractor, die cut late 90s refractor for $5. And this looked like it was in pretty decent condition. You get this thing graded, you could probably flip it in a few years to some cool Manny Ramirez collector or Indians collector. Ramirez also, I believe he was with the Red Sox when they won a World Series. So great card, super cool card. I like it. It's beautiful. It looks better in person than it does on my shitty little video. This next card is a highly undervalued insert, I think. I've seen a lot of these, and I think I've got a Jack Morris game used card at home. But this is Catfish Hunter, game used relic card, $8. That's a little pricey for a relic, but who cares? What a cool swatch. Also, oh Jesus. All right, like I'm trying to do this one-handed. Yeah, and this is game used because it's from, let's see, 2002. Yeah. Focus. Yeah, 2002. Anytime I see that Richard P. McWilliam CEO stamp on the back with the, yeah, you've received a Catfish Hunter game used jersey card from the Upper Deck Company on the front of this card. Is an authentic piece of jersey worn by Catfish Hunter in an athletics game. I'm all about it. If this had Steve Garvey's swatch on here, I would not have bought it. I like Steve Garvey. He's cool. I think he should be a Hall of Famer. But to have Catfish on there, who is a Hall of Famer and a former Yankee also, classic World Series matchup, yeah, let's add that to the pile, even if it is $8. All right, next. So I bought a lot of, this store had a collection of just like Topps image variation cards from multiple years, from like 2017, 2018, all the way through like 2024, 25. And I haven't seen that many image variation Topps cards in one place anywhere else. And they seem to like not hold value, or they kind of stay steady at the value, but I don't care. Now, these next two cards I'm going to show you, it's a Vlad Guerrero second-year card and a Darryl Strawberry. They're minis. And from what I've seen online, which I didn't realize until afterwards, they might be on-demand cards. But from what I've always known, if you pull these from packs, these minis there was only 100 copies of this made. For $4, I figured I'd take a chance. So I don't know if it's like a pack pulled mini out of, 100 or not. But for a second year Vlad, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. You're probably all cringing at this video. Anyways, Vlad Guerrero Jr., second year card from Series 1, 2019, 2020. This is a, yeah, with the rookie cup on there. $4, I figured I'd take a chance. I was feeling spicy. Figured I might as well give it a chance, or, give it a try. If it's an on-demand card, like the on-demand cards are, you just order them from the Topps website, and you can get as many of them as you want, I guess. Maybe they're a little more collectible than that, but I figured I'd give it a chance. So, Vlad Guerrero. The other one was this Darryl Strawberry, which I think is an image variation mini, possibly out of 100, I don't know. Or it could be an on-demand card, which is, there's like thousands of, 10,000 of them or something, who knows. But Strawberry's one of my guys. He was one of my first favorite baseball players, and it's a mini, so I figured I'd take a chance for $4. In South Carolina, I don't give a shit about Darryl Strawberry or the Mets. So, yeah, I'll take that card. I'll take that home with me. another strawberry image variation. This is where we get into the legit image variation cards. For $2, man, if I bought a pack of cards from, what year is this? Yeah, 2019, and all I got was this stupid image variation Daryl Strawberry card, I'd be over the moon. I'd be super happy about that. I'd rather just buy the card for $2 of this Daryl Strawberry card, because I could get a bunch of other base cards or whatever. You can get an Ohtani, but I'd be ecstatic with a Daryl Strawberry image variation card also. And I would have paid more for the pack. I would have paid more than $2 for the pack. So I hope people understand what I'm saying. I mean, I could pay $20, $30, $40, $75 for a pack of 2019 Topps. Yeah, 2019 Topps Series 2, trying to get an Ohtani or something. Or I could pay $2 and get a cool card that I'm gonna enjoy. Daryl Strawberry, Mets, image variation. Here's another cool one. Saw this picture and I was like, oh yeah, that's an image variation for sure. It's $7, but it's Ted Williams. Splendid Splinter, one of the greatest hitters of all time, image variation. I haven't seen this card in magazines or online or anywhere else. But yeah, 2022, image variation. Also, the cool thing about some of these image variations is they've got the guy's full career stats on there. How cool is that? So something I learned just by buying this card, he had 500 home runs, but he did not have 3,000 hits. See that? He only had 2,600 hits. And probably part of the reason for that is because of, from between that big gap between 1942 and 1946. What was Mr. Williams doing during that time? Oh, he was off to war. He was fighting for our country. Even if he had 2 of those years, man, dude would have had 3,000 hits. Not a Red Sox fan, but this dude is, you give him his props, man. Give him his flowers. Ted Williams is one of the greatest hitters of all time. $7 image variation card, all day, dude. If I had bought that, if I had bought a pack and pulled that, I'd have been super happy. That would have made my day. Next card, another one I had to have, as like my father was from New York, so he was a huge Mets fan and kind of an ancillary like Yankees fan. But this is a Mo card, man. Mariano Rivera image variation card, and he's standing in front of the Giant 42. I think that Giant 42 is in front of is in the Citi Field lobby. If I'm not mistaken, it could be somewhere else, but that 42 is in honor of course, Jackie Robinson. Mariano Rivera. I haven't seen that card anywhere else. I haven't seen this card anywhere else. Had to pick it up. Image variation from 2020. Thought it was cool. This is the only guy who was voted into the Hall of Fame at 100% voting. Yeah. Sweet card. I like it. So I picked it up. Might not mean anything to anybody else. I'll love it. Next one, this is just beautiful. It's another image variation card. This one is Honus Wagner. This guy beat Ty Cobb, my dude, my PC dude in the World Series. Honus Wagner image variation from, I believe it's, 2018. Sweet card. This isn't his full stats, but for some reason, I don't know why they didn't do that in 2018, but sweet card, great looking picture, image variation for $5. All right, yeah, it's feeling spicy. Let's throw it in the pile. Same year, from the same year, there was a Babe Ruth one. And this is not the SSP, but it's the SP. Again, that's why these were so cheap. So for $5, Babe Ruth, image variation SP. Let's pick it up. Let's throw that in the pile. Again, a Mets fan. My dad was a Mets fan. I'm a Piazza guy. I've got a Piazza PC, which I've still got to show you guys. I've got to do a video on that. Stay tuned for that. For $3, people down here in South Carolina, they don't give a shit about Mike Piazza or the Mets. And, you know, like anywhere else, this would probably be a $1 card, a 50-cent card. But it's an image variation from 2017. Mike Piazza update series. I'm sure this is in a lot of people's just boxes, like penny boxes, or people tossed them away because they thought it was base. Who cares? Whatever. Sweet card, man. Image variation. Piazza. I'm a Piazza guy. I haven't seen this anywhere, just like these other image variations. Okay, these were a couple. I haven't seen these anywhere else, and they had 2 of them. A Miguel Cabrera image variation from 2017 again. And these 2 are these are awesome. This is cool. I haven't seen these online or anywhere else. Anytime you saw my previous video with my Miggy PC, I don't have this card. I haven't seen this card, so I'll pick them up and add them to my collection for $2 especially. Let's do this, man. Hell yeah. And I guess there's an SSP, super short print of Cabrera from this set, and they didn't have that. Otherwise I might have bought it, but they would have been asking full asking price. This is just an SP still. I think it's super sweet. So and they had 2 of them, so I picked them up because who else is gonna buy those? They would have been lonely. I gotta pick them up and take them home with me. Okay. Also, as a Tigers fan, probably wouldn't have bought these like a year or 2 ago, but Gleyber Torres rookie card for $1, 2 of them. Throw them in the pile. Who cares? It's not an image variation, but yeah, super cool. Also, I should probably mention this. I'll show this on the back. Some of these cards, I noticed it with like Walker Buehler and some of these other guys. It's got this cool like Twitter. It's got the player's personal Twitter handle on it, which I just think is sweet. At Miggy24, like Walker Buehler's has like at Bueller's Day Off. I just think that's super cool. They stopped doing that. They only did that for like 1 or 2 seasons, I believe. But I thought it was just a super cool way for collectors to get in touch with the actual athlete. And I'm sure it's got his Instagram handle on there too. I'm sure there might have been a complaint from like the players union or something where they're like, yeah, please stop doing that because we have psychos getting in touch with our players for no damn good reason. But I just think it's really cool that you could probably pull a rare card from one of these guys and then send it their way and be like, hey, I pulled this super cool card of yours. Check it out. Anyways, there's those. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. I think I've seen this card before in a magazine or something, but never actually seen it out in the wild. And for $3, as a Tigers fan, you know I'm going to pick it up. An image variation Al Kaline card from Series 2 2020. It's got his full stats on there. You see his 3,007 hits. He only had 399 home runs. He wasn't like a huge home run hitter, but he was considered a power hitter for his day. Series 2 2020 image variation Al Kaline. You know I'm going to pick up that card. The image, the picture on this card is a little blurry, I think. But that makes sense because there weren't like a ton of photographers in the Detroit area in that day. Whatever, super cool card. Yeah, Al Kaline image variation card for $3 down here in South Carolina. In Columbia, South Carolina. I'm all about it. There's some of our hummingbirds just kind of going crazy here. My Aunt Mindy's hummingbird feeders attract them all day long. Anyways, back to the last card here. This is the one I'm probably least impressed with, but I liked it at the time for $2. This is the an auto card, an on-card auto card of Ryan Stasek. And for people who don't know, because I didn't really know at the time, but this guy is the bass player for the band Umphreys McGee. And I've got a friend back at home who's a huge Umphreys McGee fan. I'm probably going to give him this card. Anyways, that's my pile. About 19 cards there. This is the Mad Bastard. signing off.